had been 15 years since I monetized myself, and as she asked me this question, I repeated what I'm supposed to repeat in my head. My entire existence cannot be in the
Please. Please do this cocaine off of her tits. Please. That would be so hot. I will pay. I will pay. Can't you girls tell me if you are underage? Please. That would be so hot. Should I take you home? Please. That would be so hot. That would be so hot.
Pursuit of money and power. I used to feel sick to my stomach before coming here.
Shush, 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 shush. I love you, Princess Small Tits. Give me your address so I could buy you a television and a fireplace.
We shifted to speaking about the parents forcing their children to create accounts so that they can buy nicer teeth and large boats. 15 years ago, I could have never predicted this work would become the only universally profitable income. I turned my head down to look at my money-driven fish tank simulator mobile game and thought of spending money on it so that my fish eggs would hatch quicker and I could be at level 5 sooner. My eyes turned red as she said this arrangement of words when it suddenly began to rain knockoff headphones. This felt like divine miscommunication. My entire existence could not be in the pursuit.
Hard, round ass. Hard, round ass. Delicious. Hard, round ass.
Of money and power. I had to remind myself again. Hey, buddy. How's your night? Beautiful.
Hey bud, it's alright. Little slow but it's still early. A guy tried to skip the call earlier, but I'm looking forward to my veggie burger when I get home.
Yeah, which guy? That one? That guy? Yeah, that same guy tried to finger me. Oh, I'm having one of those big pretzels you put in the oven. I'm super excited. I saw another friend making an account. A young woman visits a wealthy man's building and feels uncomfortable within the long walls of gold she sees in the lobby. Every 2 weeks, when she fits into his schedule and visits him at his building, she stares at the golden walls, looking up and looking down. The young woman's friend listens to her speak about the long golden lobby and coffered ceilings. Then finally, the friend widens her eyes, imagining everything glistening, and begs the young woman to take her there to photograph it. The next day, the young woman and her friend sneak into the wealthy man's building, and the young woman cries out in agony. The golden lobby is dull and gray, and the ceilings are flat. A concierge hears the young woman's weeping and suggests she should only visit the building with the wealthy man. I'm so sorry. I could have sworn it was all gold. Anyway, I started to hear loud decentralized finance advice. So I turned to listen.
I think this is the most life-changing stuff that can never learn, right? With almost let's say you have 20K capital, 5K capital, 10K capital, however you want to do it, right? Let's say it's 10 G's and you put 1,000 in 10 protocols. So Bitcoin, I think it's important to understand this. So Bitcoin is a store of value and it's a successful project, which is why it's worth this much now. People think of it as like a hedge to inflation and a store of value. And it keeps going up because there's growing adoption. It's the big daddy. And every 4 years there's a halving cycle. So supply gets cut. Now, a lot of people fighting for the last Bitcoin is because, get crushed, right? You have to have some stability, right? And so these things are kind of like your savings account, your hedge to inflation, whatever you want to call it, right? The other 50% of my portfolio, I actually split it up a little bit because I was a little bit aggressive. So I did 30% Bitcoin Ethereum, and then I did 50% large cap altcoins, which I'll explain in a second, right? And then 20% kind of mid caps. I don't even deal with like small cap garbage because, you know, if I hold them, they can go up 10x and then they can just fall to the ground. So, okay. And the only reason I did that is because some of these layer ones that I talked to you about, I think they're going to change the world, and they're decoupling from, because right now what's been happening is like every time Bitcoin falls, everything falls.